Alright, it's been a minute. I'm back, and I got the new skate ramp. It's pretty crummy, you know, but solid enough to skate, I reckon. I think I put on Instagram that it was about 2.5 feet. I actually reckon it's probably about 2 feet, and then 4 feet. Well, maybe a little more than 2 feet, maybe less than 2.5, something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna drop in on this sucker. So, you know, the transition ain't exactly steep. As you can see, it's a pretty mellow one. It's odd. It feels weird for rolling back in fakie. I've already done that maybe a couple times. Didn't really get up very high. Only got up to maybe, front wheels maybe to here or something. But we'll see how it goes. Oh, I reckon it's about time to drop in, huh? Alright, here we go. First attempt. I have dropped in on ramps bigger than this. So I should be able to make it. I guess it'll depend on if I hesitate or not. I know what I need to do. Get up there, put the board up, put my feet on it, and go. So no thinking, no hesitating, just go, go, go. So let's see if I can do that. I don't know why I do that. I always sit there and look and think. Stupid. Third time's the charm? Find out. I don't know why I was tripping. That's actually so easy. I even made it rolling into the grass and still stood up on it. So I don't know what the heck I've been tripping about. Alright, third try wasn't a charm, so now it's the fourth try. Here's the charm. The funny thing is, when I got up there and put my foot on the board, the thought that came to my head is, and watch this be the time that I fall when it's concrete in front of me. But I actually didn't, and I made it, so it's fun. I'm gonna go again. Now the third try is the charm. hesitated. Time to end the video, because I said so. So yeah. Alright. So far I'm having fun with the skate ramp. Still can't do the freaking rock to fakie. Shouldn't be so hard. I don't know what it is. If you guys are noticing anything and you can give me some tips on that rock to fakie, let me know. In the meantime, hope you guys are having a great holiday season. Like, you know, whatever holiday you celebrate, and even if you don't celebrate any holidays at all the way from Hanukkah, Christmas, you know, New Year's, just all the holidays. Just hope you have a happy holiday season. And I am a Christian, so Merry Christmas, Christmas, yes, Merry Christmas. That's the reason. You know, just remember, presents aren't the reason for the season. And I don't even mean receiving, I mean giving too, you know. It is better to give than it is to receive, but even giving isn't the reason for the season either. Just remember the reason for the season, and if you have a problem with that, you don't have to celebrate it if you don't want to. I do, because I do appreciate. But, you know, if you don't believe or you don't appreciate or whatever, then you're more than welcome to not celebrate. That's your decision. But anyways, still got a cold. I'm already working on some notes for podcast 4. My Instagram is up and running. I now have my podcast on iTunes, Castbox, and Podbean, and I'm going to be working on getting on Spotify as well. And of course, there's this channel right here. There's supposed to be some surf coming up in this next week, so hopefully I get out there and get some surf, and hopefully before the end of the week, maybe I can get some rock to fakies down on this sucker. I think I'm going to try some kick turns as well. It's a little sketchy because the ramp isn't really all that big, and I know the kick turns are typically more of coming up at an angle and then coming back down at an angle as well. You know, typically when I do kick turns, I typically come straight up and then turn and come straight back down, and it's really sketchy, but I can do them. I just don't typically remember to angle for the kick turn, so yeah. They probably look horrible too. Anyways, forget this, yo. You know, I'm enjoying the ramp. It's not great quality, I realize that, and especially since it got rained on. Look at this, the corner is even more sticking up, so it'll be hard for me to kick turn because I'm a goofy, so I would want to come up here up towards the middle and then kick turn and then come back down that way. Now I can move the ramp to another area where I have more room on the sides of the ramp to actually be able to exit. Although the exit I'm not too worried about because I can just roll onto the grass, fall on the grass, you know, who cares, whatever. If anything, it's more of the entrance that might be a little sketch, but you know, we'll see what happens, and we'll see what I can do now that I have a ramp at my home that I can actually practice on, and that has, like, you know, a clear running field ahead of it to just, you know, keep dropping in and dropping in and dropping in. Like I'm almost comfortable on this ramp dropping in. I've just dropped in maybe what, 6 times now. I think I did like 3 times yesterday and maybe 3 times today. Maybe only twice today. No. I definitely did it twice, 3, 4 times today, because I remember I had this camera next to the ramp, on the ramp, in my mouth, and on the car. So that's about 7 times I've dropped it on it. I'm almost comfortable with it, to where I'm not like, you know, like I feel like I can almost just get up there, put my board down, put my foot on, and go, instead of kind of like, okay, adjust the board a little bit, and okay, make sure my knees are bent enough, not too much, not lean forward too much, you know, blah, 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 and can actually, like I'm not afraid of falling right now. It's just like I want to make the drop, so I'm trying to make sure that everything is all lined up and perfect to give me, because I lack the skill. Like, I'm not great at dropping it. I can't just stand tall and just drop in. I've seen people do that. I got to get low and make sure I'm leaning forward and all that. Anyways, enough of this rambling, man. You guys don't like that. That's not what y'all, you know, watch videos on YouTube for, so y'all can see me freaking rambling. Anyways, sorry about that. If that disgusts you, I am sorry. I'm probably going to come out later today and practice the rocks fakies even more. I'm just going to keep practicing them. And it'd be pretty cool if I landed the first one on camera, but if not, then I'll just get good at them and then be like, hey, look, see, I can do it. I'm also going to keep practicing the pop shove-its inside. I mean, not pop shove-its, the shove-its inside. I have landed them inside my house on like linoleum kind of floors, but it, like, the wheels, like it like holds on the rough concrete or something like that, different. Like, something's different out here on the concrete than it is inside, and it's not turning around the same. So I'm gonna keep doing it in there, getting it better and better and better. I've landed it maybe, you know, 10 times or whatever in there. Never like a great one where it's kind of like the board turns 90 degrees and my body turns 90 degrees as well, and I still land on it. And the board itself is like, the nose is now my tail. You know, what was my nose is now my tail, but it's like the board isn't turning a full 180, and I'm kind of turning a little bit as well to make sure that I land on it. But it's getting there. It's definitely better than any previous attempts that I had, and I've tried it out here a few times and it wasn't working out very well, so I'm gonna try it in there some more and make sure I get it more and more down and get my confidence up more and more, and then come out here and try it out here and see if maybe with the confidence up and with having landed it more and more and more, I'll be better off. Yeah, if you got a beach nearby, go to it. If you don't, go to a skate park. But at some point, either just skate or just surf, bro.